treat you. They cannot turn you away because you could actually die. And if you were doing heroin, they don't have to treat you.
Really?
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
Wow.
So, I mean, you're talking about two different things, but they're drugs in and of themselves. And look, I don't see any reason why you need another intoxicant. We've got enough out here. And to legalize it, again, I don't know. There's just not enough information for me. I don't.
Well, it's
to make a decision.
There are other elements involved. Where in my state they approved it, and I think in a large part because it's a big revenue source.
I was just going to say, you read my mind. It's all about money. They don't give a shit that
Absolutely.
you're taking it or I'm taking it or this one's using it or who uses it. No, the tickets they give out for carrying it, the time that you got to do, the fines you got to pay, then the sale of it alone, the tax money. It's a money-making deal. This is the only reason they're interested in this shit. Not because everybody's worried about, is it a moral thing or should we legalize it? Is it medical? They don't care. As long as it's making them money.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
And that's what
100% with
pisses
that.
me off. And just for that, I'd vote no. Leave it the way it is. Leave people alone. Decriminalize it and be done with it. You're an adult. You do what you want to do. And in a way, the libertarians have almost a good way of looking at things. I don't completely agree with everything that they do, but you know what? You're an adult. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. If it's going to kill you, and you know it's going to kill you, and you're going to do it anyway, knock yourself out. Or put a gun to your head. Whichever you want to do. It's your life.
Well,
but
like
then again,
yeah, go ahead.
The unintended consequences of those decisions has an impact on our society. It really does. Because now you've got people that lose their minds, take this shit or whatever shit we're talking about, if it's booze, drugs, marijuana, whatever it is, to a point where it gets them sick and other people have to pay for them. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot involved, and
But you look at the case around cigarette smoking, right?
Same thing.
The government has all these programs to get people to stop smoking. They're encouraging people to stop smoking. But if everybody stopped smoking and they didn't get their tax revenue from cigarettes, cigarettes are, for a regular pack of like Marlboro cigarettes or Newports, Jay, they're over $11 a pack now up here in this part.
New York, $12.
And about $6 of that goes to the
taxes.
state.
More than that. I think it's like 8 and change. Pack of cigarettes is only about $2.50, $2.75.
Right,
the rest is all tax, depending on where you are.
Yeah,
when I came to Florida, when I first got here, was it 9 years ago? A pack of cigarettes was $3.25. It's now up to almost $7.50.
Yeah,
that's all taxes. Exactly. So don't give me the shit you want people to stop smoking because of the money you're spending on health. You're taking in more money than the gas tax.
My state would drop off if they'd be even more in the red if people stop smoking.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you right
so
now,
it's a bunch of bullshit. They give you shit with one hand, they take it away with the other. Yeah, no, we don't want you to do this, but raise those taxes on those cigarettes, boy.
And it's like every 6 months. They're raising it. Oh, we're going to charge them another quarter. We're going to add another quarter on it. And who's going to fight it? You know what I mean?
No, but you can't. And that's another thing about this government that you mentioned that, Ernie, and it pisses me off. Where is it stated that they can do things that we have no say over what they're doing? Where is that? I want to know where that's written, where we cannot, tell the government what to do or how to do it or to stop doing something. Are you kidding me? Really? I'd like to know when that happened. Where did that change come in? Because I don't remember seeing it anywhere.
Yeah.
We can do it, but you can't. Really. It's yeah, and it's sickening now. It really is.
Do what I say now. Yeah, that's
do what I say, not what I do. Yeah, okay. Enjoy yourself because you got 2 years and then your fucking ass is out. That's why I say, with these Republicans, we got to get them back in, get a foothold and stop the sliding or stop the bleeding in this country, and then work backwards from there. And if these people don't do their job in the next 2 or 4 years, goodbye, see you later. Whoever it is that's running against you, that's who goes. Get rid of the party politics at the top where they run, who's going to run and you want to run. If we like what you have to say, we'll put you in office. If you don't like it, we can either impeach you if you break the law, or your next term, you're gone. It's that simple. It really is that simple.
It is. It is. Absolutely. It's within the power of the people to do it, too.
Yes, and people have forgotten this because they've gotten so used to the government telling them what to do. Here, we're giving you this, so now you got to do that. Oh, but we're going to give you more. But then you got to do this. This is what we need from you. We need your support to do, and they're leading them around by the nose. That's not what this country is about.
Yeah.
If the half of this country or 3/4 of this country really wanted socialism, the rest of us have nothing to say about it because that's the will of the people. But that's not the will of the people. And if you asked anybody, I'm sure at least 3/4 of the people in this country would tell you, take socialism and shove it up your ass. Because that's not what we're about. But they keep pushing this agenda and pushing this agenda and pushing this agenda. And I'm getting tired of having things shoved down my throat. And we've discussed those things already. I won't go into, But, I think Tuesday's going to be a massacre.
I've been stuffed with so much shit, Jay. My green eyes have turned brown, man.
Oh, but did it turn your brown eye blue?
No.
Well, you're lucky there, because that hurts.
That's only out on the left coast.
Yeah. San Francisco, here we come. But yeah.
You go in there and wear a flower in your hair.
Yeah. Or a chastity belt on your ass. Let's see.
Speaking of that, Pelosi, every congressman and lady is running for office. Every one of them is up for election this year. Every single one of them.
Wow. And just to answer, Mandy, no, I wasn't opening up a honey bun.
She says, "Yeah, that's Ernie puffing in behind. Every time Jay's talking, Ernie's puffing in the background. I guess his mic's picking it up." But I'd like to say hello to Grandpa Al Krushka checking in the chat room.
Good old Al, welcome.
Well, I'll tell you, he posted something. Oh man, I don't know if you're a Facebook friend of his, but he posted a thing up on Facebook yesterday. I think it was. Oh man, unbelievable.
HTLA just made a great point. I'm going back into the chat now. I'm behind about 10 minutes. So if I'm bringing up questions, it's because that's how far I had to go back. HTLA says, pot was a big deal 60 years ago, like you said earlier, Ernie. But now we got much more important shit to worry about. And he's absolutely right. No matter what side you're on, there's more important shit to talk about.
No doubt.
And Stabby's prayers to Satan have been answered. They're just too funny.
Yeah, he's surfing around. He's moved on. He'll be back later, I guess.
And I think Stabby is with you. Oh no, it's Crash. HTLA's Crash. That's. Oh wait a minute. No, it was Stabby. Says he agrees with you. He says it's so much better than a drunk. Don't you watch the cops and jail shows? When you mentioned that thing about the 25 mile an hour.
Right.
Oh, Jesus. Too funny. They must have medicinal weed in Canada. I don't know. We'd have to ask Fab Days about that. And has anybody heard from my pal? I haven't heard from... oh, Jesus. Bap, yeah.
He was in DJ Russ's chat room earlier this evening.
Oh, good, because I left him a message, and I haven't heard back from him yet. So, good. At least we heard from him. You know he's okay. That's good.
Yeah. It was good to see his name in there, definitely.
Regular week in Canada, smoking over on the streets for 10... Oh, really? Are you from Canada, HTLE? He says they've been smoking open on the streets for 10 years now in Canada.
Really?
Wow. Well, yeah, they're very liberal up there in Canada. See, but the liberalism in Canada, I don't think is as left as it is here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because here, it's not so much being left; it's the far left, it's the uber left, it's the progressives that are destroying this country. I mentioned it earlier in the show. These Democrats of today aren't the Democrats of 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It's not the same party. It hasn't been the same party for the last 10 years. They snuck in and grabbed the hold of that party. I don't know what happened to the the old Democrats, but at least you could deal with them. You could get things done. You can come to a compromise. These guys, it's either their way or the highway. And who the hell do they think they are? Because they're not the majority in this country. And that's what pisses me off, too. They are not the majority in this country.
Yeah, you got that right, man. You got that right. So people, all the more reason people got to show up at the polling places next Tuesday.
That's right.
Don't assume anything. You can't assume anything is a written, done deal, man. You got to get up there and, cast your vote.
And I say, I didn't want to say that to Valerie because I really don't want to tell people to. I mean, I want them to go out and vote. But if you're going to tell me you're not going to vote because this is not, I'm not going to say, well, you must go out and vote this way. But I'll give you the information that I have that I believe to be true, and that's been proven to be true, and ask you to think about it and seriously think about it. I mean, like she said, she's busy, she's a mom, she works. It's tough to find out what people are doing as far as politics is concerned. I get it, I do, but you got to start asking, some questions, or if, you can't just follow. It's not like it was, again, 15, 20 years ago where you voted a complete straight ticket because that's what you believed and they were doing a decent job. That's not it anymore. They're destroying the very fabric of this country and our society by their ideology. It's all political and it's got nothing to do with you. It's all about the power that they have over you. They give you so that you will give them, and in turn, you're giving them power over you. And what are you going to say when somebody gives you something? Yeah, oh, well, okay. Well, what do you need? Yeah, what do we need? We need your vote. We need your power. We need your okay to do what we want to do. That's what's got to be stopped. That's the bleeding that must be stopped.
I'll tell you, up in my part of the world, Jay, there's still people that will go into that booth, no matter who has a D in front of their name, they're going to vote the straight ticket, the straight party line, all the way down the line, regardless of, what the candidates stand for, what they're all about. They're just, that's the way it is up here, unfortunately.
And it's
so out of step with the rest of the nation, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. But I don't understand them. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Is it because they just don't want to see that what they're doing isn't working? What's that word?
Because if you're a Republican, you're evil.
Yeah, it's like they believe in the hype of the bullshit. Not all Republicans are animals or for business. Some, as there are in the Democratic Party, that they're not all progressive pains in the asses, for lack of a better word. But most of them are, and they've got, half of the country, and we need to take that back because what they have done, what they are doing, does not work. It just simply doesn't work. And we know this because they've been trying this for 60, 100 years. This is the first time in the history of socialism that they've ever gotten this close in this country to making it mainstream.
Yeah, it's a little chink in the arm, a little crack in the door, man, and they were...
Well, they've been working on it for how long? They've been working on our kids' minds for 40, 50 years now, Ernie.
Yeah.
Or at least from the 60s. That's what, 45 years they've been working on it, gotten into the colleges? I mean,
big time.
Yeah,
big time.
And they're slowly changing the mind of our young by giving them one point of view, their point of view, and not counterpointing, well, this is what I think, but this is the other side. Here's the information. You decide. No, they're telling them what to think. They're pushing their agenda on these kids. And it's not right. It's not fair. It should be illegal.
Yeah, there's a lot of them swallowing that pill, man, or they drinking that Kool-Aid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and look, I'm not... The government isn't the answer to everything. And when you make the government the answer to everything, they will answer.
Oh, without a doubt.
They will answer.
Without a doubt.
All right. So
a government that's strong enough to give you everything is strong enough to take away everything.
Well, yeah, and they'll do it subtly, like that. Like I always used to say, they take a step, you take a step, you take a step, they take a smaller step behind you, and before you know it, they're taking such small steps that they end up passing you. That you turn around, look, why weren't you behind me? Now they're ahead of you, and now they control you by those little stupid baby steps that they've taken over the years. and how they've gotten people to listen to them because it sounds good. Their arguments sound good. That they're for the people, they're helping the poor, they're doing this, education.